Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered how from a giant grouper it became pieces of fish meat and then appeared in delicious everyday dishes? Today, we will explore together the complex processes that grouper must go through to become the main ingredient in the wonderful dishes we love. Come visit a large grouper processing factory with me to find answers to your questions. Let's go. Grouper is a species of marine fish belonging to the grouper family, Scombridae, common in tropical and temperate waters around the world. This type of fish has an elongated shape, shiny body, and is often hunted for its delicious and nutritious meat. These fish often migrate seasonally and are an important part of the fisheries economy in many countries. After being caught, grouper are gathered and transported to processing factories. Here, the processing process often begins with scraping the scales. The fish will be scaled by a specialized device with a simple structure consisting of sharp blades on a shaft that helps remove scales effectively without causing damage to the fish's skin. This process takes place under a direct stream of water, helping to clean the fish quickly and ensuring the hygiene and food safety of the final product. First, they cut a line along the fish's breast from body to tail with a steady cut to avoid damaging the internal organs and carefully remove the organs to ensure cleanliness and safety. The fish belly will be cleaned with high-pressure water to remove dirt, blood, or other impurities that may exist. Then, the fisherman cuts along the bones from the fish's tail to its head, ensuring the meat is not damaged and retains its shape and structure. The grouper meat is carefully separated from the bones, ensuring no bone fragments remain. The meat pieces are then vacuum sealed to remove air and frozen for preservation. Finally, grouper meat is cut into pieces and packed into suitable packaging, stored in cold conditions to prepare for transportation and marketing. Ensure that the final product meets high standards of quality and food safety. Finally, products processed from grouper will be distributed to stores, restaurants, or other partners to reach the customers. The grouper harvesting process at the farm is a complex process and needs to be done carefully to ensure product quality and food safety. First, before harvesting, it is necessary to prepare equipment and reservoirs to ensure the grouper's habitat is best maintained. They will then select groupers according to criteria such as size and quality, ensuring they only harvest those that can meet market requirements. For each harvest, the number of grouper harvested will be recorded and monitored to evaluate process performance and make adjustments if necessary. After catching, grouper is collected and transported to the processing factory. In 2020, the global grouper harvest reached about 5 million tons, an important part of the global seafood supply. China is the world's largest grouper producer, with more than 2 million tons of grouper harvested each year, while Indonesia is the top grouper exporter, with more than 1 million tons exported each year. Grouper harvests in other countries such as Thailand and Vietnam typically range from 500,000 to 700,000 tons per year. In addition, the rise of the grouper farming industry has brought hundreds of thousands of tons of grouper to the market each year, especially from countries such as Chile and Norway. However, there are concerns about habitat loss and overfishing pressure that has reduced grouper production from natural sources to about 20–30% from its peak in previous years, according to estimates. Characteristics of organizations that manage marine fish resources. Frozen grouper is a versatile ingredient for many delicious and diverse dishes. First, grouper can be processed into steamed grouper with fish sauce, with delicious and soft fish meat steamed in fish sauce mixed with spices such as ginger, garlic, chili, and sugar. Another option is deep-fried grouper, when the fish meat is marinated with spices and then deep-fried, creating a crispy crust on the outside and soft fish meat on the inside. Grouper is also suitable for straw mushroom grouper soup, with the fish meat cooked in bone broth, combined with straw mushrooms, carrots, and other vegetables, creating a sweet and nutritious soup. Another traditional dish is braised grouper with pepper, when the fish meat is braised in coconut milk, pepper and other spices, creating a rich and delicious flavor. The above dishes can all be made from frozen grouper, ensuring freshness and long-term preservation, helping you enjoy the special flavor of grouper anytime, anywhere. Grouper meat is a source of high-quality protein, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and provides a variety of vitamins and minerals such as vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, and iodine. However, as the level of grouper exploitation is increasing, applying measures to protect grouper and the marine environment has become extremely important to protect the fish's resources and maintain ecological balance. Overfishing can lead to a significant decline in grouper populations. Without regulation, overfishing could cause a crisis in grouper stocks and negatively impact grouper communities in that environment. Have you ever wondered how tuna goes from being caught at sea to appearing on your dinner table? In this video, we will dive into the fascinating steps that create the journey from the ocean to the processing plant. Enjoy the vibrant images of fresh tuna being meticulously processed, from cleaning and trimming to special packaging processes. We will also introduce the modern tools and advanced techniques used in this journey. Join us as we uncover the secrets behind the fresh tuna from our processing plant. You won't be able to take your eyes off the screen as this interesting process unfolds before you. From the moment they're out in the open sea until they're brought into the plant, the team of fishermen not only catch the delicious tuna at sea, but also ensure they are well preserved throughout the transportation journey. Immediately after being caught, the tuna is stored in ice boxes and refrigerated rooms on the transport vessels, keeping them in the freshest conditions. Every day, the crew members inspect and preserve the fish carefully, ensuring that the quality remains uncompromised. Modern technology and strict hygiene measures are applied to guarantee food safety, and the freshness of the tuna is not compromised. Thanks to these efforts, the tuna maintains its excellent flavor and highest quality when it reaches the processing plant, ready to become an essential part of your meal. Are you curious about what happens to these tuna once they enter the processing plant? Let's follow me to see how the workers handle them. Stepping into a tuna processing plant, you'll be amazed by the complexity and meticulousness of this process. When the first tuna is delivered, our expert team is ready to receive them and start their work. The first task after the tuna arrives at the plant is to sort them by size. Next, our team of experts will carefully remove the outer skin of the tuna to ensure that the final product will have a clean and appealing surface. Not only that, but we also separate and remove the guts of the tuna, leaving behind the sweet and nutritious meat. Next, the tuna meat blocks are divided into smaller portions, a delicate process that requires high precision. This facilitates the subsequent steps of the processing. These smaller portions of tuna are then taken to the cleaning and thorough rinsing stage, where any remaining impurities on the surface are removed. This not only ensures the cleanliness of the product, but also ensures that they meet the highest hygiene standards. Next, the cleaned tuna portions can be processed according to the specific requirements of the customer or the production process of the plant. We might see them being processed into thin slices for sushi or cut into smaller pieces for other enticing dishes. In the tuna processing process at our plant, cutting the meat of large fish requires precision and strength from cutting tools. To ensure that this task is carried out efficiently and safely, we utilize a range of specialized cutting tools. Firstly, we have special cutting knives with large stainless steel blades, which help to accurately and swiftly cut the sections of the fish. Additionally, our plant also employs automatic cutting machines, adjusted to automatically cut the sections of the fish efficiently. This helps to enhance productivity and ensure consistency throughout the processing process. After the tuna is divided into small pieces in the processing plant, the next steps involve careful and precise procedures. After chilling, the fish meat is further diced or minced and then packaged into appropriate packaging, such as tin cans or vacuum-sealed bags. Finally, the products undergo rigorous quality checks before being stored and transported to the hands of consumers. Have you ever wondered how the canned tuna processing process unfolds? Let's find out. Firstly, the fresh and delicious tuna is divided into small pieces. These fish pieces are then deboned and skinned. The canned fish undergoes a high-temperature sterilization process to kill bacteria and ensure long-term preservation. Finally, the product undergoes thorough quality checks before reaching your hands. Now you know where each can of tuna comes from and how it is carefully processed. Have you ever wondered about the process of making cuttlefish balls in everyday meals? Let's explore how a mass-production cuttlefish ball factory operates. The type of squid commonly chosen for use is often the cuttlefish, a type of squid that can develop an organ called a cuttlebone from a part of the body called the saccule. When faced with a threat or stress, squid can eject a viscous, lubricating substance from the cuttlebone to create a protective layer around themselves. Cuttlefish is a nutrient-rich seafood with high nutritional value. Known for its high protein content, cuttlefish provides essential amino acids for the body, aiding in muscle building and repair. Additionally, cuttlefish is a source of omega-3 fatty acids, beneficial for heart and brain health, reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases and nervous system ailments. After being caught, the squid is sold, imported to distribution points, ensuring reliable supply, and transported to the factory. Cuttlefish ball production in the factory usually requires a closed-loop process and strict quality and food safety controls. The squid is carefully inspected to ensure a bright appearance and no signs of damage or disease. Next, the squid is thoroughly washed with cold water or filtered water to remove dirt, sand, and other impurities. At this point, processing workers will use a small, sharp, knife-shaped tool to carefully cut along the body to remove the cuttlefish bone from the squid. Next, the intestines and inner membranes of the squid are removed to make the squid easier to eat and less bitter. The outer layer of membrane is also removed immediately afterward. You gently touch the outside of the squid's membrane, then use your fingers or a small knife to separate it from the squid's body. If the squid membrane is thin, you can easily pull it off. The process of preparing the squid's tentacles is slightly simpler. The worker removes the eyes and then peels off the outer membrane. To ensure hygiene and sanitation in the squid production factory, workers need to adhere to basic personal hygiene procedures, such as thoroughly washing hands before and after work, wearing masks and protective hats, as well as using appropriate coats and hygiene caps. Placing the squid in the grinder is an important part of the processing process to produce ground squid or squid paste, an essential component in making cuttlefish balls or other dishes. After preparation, the squid is fed into the grinder to be minced into small pieces for easy grinding in the machine. For ground squid, slicing the squid is not necessary, but for minced squid, slicing the squid into smaller pieces may help the grinding process. When placing the squid in the grinder, there are usually 3 large rotating shafts to ensure even rotation of the tray. You just need to turn on the machine and grind the squid until the desired fineness is achieved. Once the grinding process is complete, the squid is poured into a mold and fully enters the automated production process. This mixture is then loaded into a molding machine through a continuous supply system. As the machine operates, the squid mixture is pushed through molds to create various shapes of cuttlefish ball, such as round, loaf-shaped, or square. After the squid is molded into various shapes of cuttlefish ball, the cuttlefish ball proceeds directly to a boiling cooker. At this stage, the cuttlefish ball is boiled in hot water to cook and achieve its desired flavor. Next, the squid cuttlefish ball is cooled using a large capacity fan system. On the way to the freezing area, the fan blows cold air over the product, helping to cool it before entering the freezing system. Here, the cuttlefish ball is placed in freezing systems, usually freezers or freezer bags, controlled at very low temperatures, typically below 0 degrees Celsius. The packaged cuttlefish ball is then placed in vacuum packaging machines. The machine will vacuum air out of the packaging, creating a vacuum environment around the product. This process helps prevent oxidation and extends the shelf life of the cuttlefish ball. Finally, the packaged cuttlefish ball is tightly sealed to ensure that no air can penetrate inside. The packaged product is then inspected and evaluated to ensure that the process has been carried out correctly and the product meets the required quality standards. Freezing and packaging cuttlefish ball not only helps preserve the product effectively, but also ensures that the final product meets quality and food safety requirements before reaching consumers. Tell us which aspects of our operations you'd like us to delve into in our next video. Your suggestions are invaluable in shaping our content. Don't miss out on updates. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, take care.